Man, it's quiet up here with the AC chillers aren't running. I know for a fact that I'm not the only one this has happened to. So you have a problem and you call the expert. IT, could be a mechanic, could be a doctor. So you have a problem, happens every single time, and the expert shows up and it quits happening. I mean, we recently had the brakes done on the car, and this happened to me, or me and my wife, I should say. The brakes wouldn't do the noise in front of the mechanic. Eventually, finally, they did. And this has happened to me on the other side twice in the past couple of days, because I'm IT, and sure enough, I show up and the problem quits happening. Usually Wi-Fi stuff. And the people feel embarrassed. And I have to tell them, don't feel bad. It happens to me every day. I'm the IT guy. I know all about this. This is the bane of IT. Anybody who tries to fix things that occur and kind of still works and kind of still doesn't work. Mechanics, anybody. I mean, I've had people look at me funny when I cheer that a problem happened again. Like, yes! Got it to happen again. They think I'm nuts. It's like, no, I was able to repeat the problem. You gotta repeat the problem before you can fix it. So I've been trying to Google what this is called. There's gotta be a name for it. It happens so much to so many people that there's gotta be a name. Well, I couldn't find anything. So I came up with a name and tried Googling that, and it's not there either. So let's see if we can just make something up here. I'm gonna call this dissoccurence, because that's what it basically is. It's an occurrence that deliberately doesn't happen. So I'm going to call it an anti-occurrence. Sounds stupid. Unoccurrence, of course, just isn't applicable because it is an occurrence. So I'm thinking disoccurrence. It's something that occurs when you don't want it to. Let me see. I'm going to put a definition in the description below. Something a little more description-esque. Let me know what you think about that. One thing that gets me, this is a bit like a computer acting like a bully. I mean, it reminds me of that kid who pokes you or punches you in the stomach, and then when the teacher comes around in the playground, that kid's like, "Oh, Mrs. So-and-so, I didn't do anything wrong, did I?" You know, that's kind of how it makes me feel. I feel like I'm the recess teacher trying to keep computers in line sometimes. So I think there's a quantum aspect to this. In quantum, one of the theories is, just by observing the occurrence of something, you change the outcome of that something. And I really am starting to believe that there is something here that exists, and I'm wondering if it's a quantum thing or if it's just happenstance. I don't know how to test it. I don't know how to. There's got to be some kind of scientific person out there who can tell me how to properly double blind this so that we can have a problem happen to the layperson and still track it, and then have the expert walk in and see if it really does change the occurrence of that happening. There's got to be a way to track that. I wonder if any research has been done on this. Surely the military would want to know how to track broken things. And, big companies out there would love to know error prediction, how to calculate that into their error prediction. So there's probably a Nobel Prize out there waiting for someone to nab up. Let me know what you think in the comments. They use this little Cylon bar going one way, but they have a percentage right here. So why in the world don't they just make the progress bar actually be a progress bar? Thanks, Windows Updates.